URT, who are we? URT. URT, who are we? This is the URT. This is the URT. Welcome to the URT. Big up, people. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. We're in trouble, people, but we've been telling you clearly. This has been the therapy channel, and we've been telling you clearly for a long time. So welcome, people. I'm the right guy to come to with all the mess that's going on at Manchester United. Because man like me had vision into the future. No, I didn't. I just read what was in front of me. I read where the Glazers were taking us. And I told you all about Ineos, where Ineos were going to take us. Because I looked at Nice, what they were doing at Nice. And I told you all about Dodgy Dave. And I told you about the other things. But you're at that right place. Liverpool scammed their way into a win in the last 16. Is it the last 16 of the Champions League? Alisson, their goalkeeper, it's incredible performance. You've got to say that, rivalry aside. He absolutely kept them in it. In another game, they could have lost 4 or 5-0. Could have been 4 or 5, 3-0. If they would have been, if Paris would have won 3-0, you would have been like, yeah. But anyway, people, we're here to talk about Manchester United. And guess what with Manchester United? We're shit. The club is crumbling. They're treating it like a fucking factory. Like a factory. So they can cut back and make people do, one person do 3 people's jobs. Or one person do 4 people's jobs. This ain't a factory, mate. And Amorim now looks hella stressed. You wonder, I feel bad for him. Has he made this wrongful decisions on the football pitch? Yes. It's not about the formation, by the way. Nothing to do with the formation. It has everything to do with the way he plays with too many defensive players. But anyhow, we call that out. We know more about the players and the football club than he does. And I'm telling you now, but the way things are going, he could walk. He could walk. Now, I'm not going to talk about Kobe because if you don't understand how football contracts, how negotiation between youth players and a club like Manchester United is, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All I know is that emotional manipulation is used. Club then puts it out to the public that he is greedy and he wants this money and he wants that money. At the end of the day, it is what it is. If you get rid of Kobe, for me, I don't want Kobe to be at this football club. I don't want any of the young players to be at this football club. You know what I think about this football club? We're too unstable. There's no developmental coaching plan for any of these young players. And some of these young players are going to be trending and you're going to hate on them because a lot of you are like, nah, sheep. So when the press tells you, hate this guy or this guy's crap without knowing any developmental plan, there was nothing to develop. Manchester United, once upon a time, used to develop young players. They would have senior professionals bring young players in, take them out, bring them in, take them out, let them build, let them work on the background, let them work on strength and conditioning, let them work on their technical abilities, do the extras in training. They will be missing for a month or 2. Do you think all of the class of 92 came into the team and that was it? No, they were slowly fed in, taken out. Slowly fed in, taken out. Every one of them had a developmental plan. Every one of them. That's why they sustained the levels of what they sustained. So, I've been fasting. Ramadan's been tough the first week. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's been tough. I ain't going to lie. So I've been waiting. I don't react to every little news that comes out of Manchester United. But there's a lot. There is a lot. And none more than so, we're going to start where we're going to start, people. Big up to Saeed for the raid. Appreciate him. Please smash a like, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Here, you're not going to get any BS. You're not going to get any BS. The agenda's always been one. This channel has got one agenda. The agenda is, until the Glazers go, we're not going to go back to being a football club. You can dress it up with Ineos. You can dress it up with the Elliott Group. You can dress it up with another vulture capitalist, but it don't matter. It does not matter. What matters is that people are not calling people out for whatever reason. I got nothing but, to me, there are some in the 58 that are Muppets, yeah? But there are some that are amazing people, just like anybody in life. Like some of your friends are Muppets and some are not. But the biggest thing for me is, why are you not calling Indians? Why are you just going in the Glazers? Why are you not calling Ineos out? What's going on? Why are you not calling Ineos out? That's the question I'm asking tonight. That's the question I'm asking tonight. But yeah, let's get into it. Let me bring this up to show you. Big up to Khalis Ramadan Lassi, Chief Editor United Real Therapy. Big up to him. Let me just go here and have a look at what he sent me the other day. I've got a statement. The reason why I say could he walk, Scholesy, 1 minute. I'm gonna go and feed Scholesy. I'm just waiting for somebody to come and jump on. It's your fault for going to bed, sleeping all day, and now you want dinner when I start my stream. Little Ras. I know. 1 second. Let me just get this up for you guys. Ruben Amorim, the board are making difficult changes, which are not popular, but they're doing it because they have the vision. But in the future, we have to show results because we can't make a lot of change. But it doesn't. You don't have the results, people don't have the confidence, and they're not happy for that. You have to win games. We're doing things to be successful in the future. So here he is again, Ruben Amorim, getting in the way of protecting the board. But what he says here, the key line is, he says here, we're not popular, but they're doing it because they have vision. What vision is that, Ruben? But in the future, we have to show results because you can't make a lot of changes. But you can make a lot of change, but if you don't have the results, people don't have confidence. I never had confidence in them anyway. I never had confidence in them anyway. Never had the confidence in them anyway. Never had the confidence. Never had the confidence in them. So here's another manager protecting the board. Here's another manager protecting the board. But here he warns them, and it's like, if you let people don't have confidence, they're not happy for that. They're not happy. And for that, you have to win games. We're doing things to be successful in the future. You're not going to get the success in the future, man. You're not going to get the success in the future. Big up Bombaye. Big up Bombaye. How you doing, Bombaye? Salam, bro.
Salam, bro. Big up yourself. Big up Therapy Army.
By the way, people, I am going to glow. This is the only channel that told you about Ineos, Dodgy Dave, and everybody. And for those people attacking Saeed, 95% of you were telling me new structure and being negative. And look where we're at now. They're treating the club like it's a fucking factory. That's how they're treating the football club. That is how they're treating the football club, like it's a factory. And here he is, even after what they put him through, he's trying to defend them. The board are making difficult changes, which are not popular. They're doing it because they have a vision. What vision? What vision have you seen? But then he warns them here. He says, if they don't show the results, but in the future they have to show results. Nah, mate. No. So, big up to everybody. We're here to do the preview, people. The preview of Manchester United. Real Sociedad versus Manchester United. Yeah, big up Flawless. I hope you're good, King. What vision? What vision? Europa League. They said they're preparing for Europa League. Europa League position. Are you taking the piss? They said we're going to win the league 2021. Vision. But I actually need to feed the cat. Go ahead, take over.
Yeah, good evening all. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. It's not popular, obviously, Ineos. We all went with Ineos, the ones that did. I suppose because if it's nothing new, then it's the same old Glazers. I think that was what caught a lot of people, which is understandable. That was my thinking. I went into it with this thinking, okay, let's see if something can happen, some changes. And the only thing I can say really with a statement like that is, I suppose time will tell. They have a vision, they're cutting jobs, it doesn't look good at the moment. Some bad things are being done. What would turn things around? Get that in your comments, guys. let's see, what could Ineos do to turn this around? Would a really good summer restore some faith in continuing, or at least change the perception a little bit? What do Ineos have to do? Apart, don't say get off. I know that you want them out and all that. Glazers, Ineos, all that, fine. But really, let's say they're not going anywhere. What can they do to actually turn this around? What would make you think, okay, we're not, we're not fans of you, but if you want to earn our graces, this is what you can do. I mean, the only thing I can think of is Rubes will stay and he will have a summer. We're all holding our breath thinking, is there anything to look forward to this summer? What is a good transfer window for you guys to think, okay, yeah, we'll take that and let's move on and see if things start to change? Any ideas, anybody, or
Big up people.
what? Because that's the status quo. It's not going to change. This is your new board. This is our new board. So what could they do for you to think, yeah, that's good work? We don't like you. We're not fans, but yeah, that's good. The only thing I can think of is we go into the summer transfer window and we behave by signing players early, getting Rubes, all his players in early to take them on the tour, to work with them, to prepare them. Bring in some good players that actually materialize into good players in the system and get rid of some of the old deadwood that we've got. Other than that, I can't really think of anything in the immediate future. The stadium, I'd say, is not around the corner. It's a little bit away. And even that's debatable. Some people might think, no, we don't want to leave Old Trafford. We love Old Trafford. It's the most iconic, historic stadium in England. There's too much there to just walk away from it in the interest of a new stadium. Do this one up, or maybe some of us are thinking, no, actually, we want a new wicked stadium. But the only thing I can think of that Ineos could do to maybe douse the fire is we have a really good summer, bring in players early, good players, and Ruben starts to do things and improve. That will give you some level of vindication, but we're probably going into the summer, a lot of us, pessimistic. Not much money. Things don't look good at the minute. People are getting sacked left, right, and center. Prices are high. Everything that you don't really want is what's happening. So is this part difficult decisions because you were actually preparing something and you're taking all the flack? I have no idea. But what do you guys think is what I'm asking? Do you know what I'm asking the panel, bro? Ineos are staying. That statement, obviously, time will tell. What could they do apart from leave? Obviously, don't put that in the comments. We know that everybody would like that. I'd like that. But what could they do to think, okay, that's good work. Let's see if we actually materializes into anything. Any ideas? People, I'm thinking a good summer, bro. I can't actually tell you what a good summer is. I just know I want players in early, bro. You know what I mean? Not late for ridiculous money, hangling and wrangling over a few million crazy prices. Early business, get the players in and we go from there. What do you reckon? Do you know? I know I'm not, bro. Forget being a fan of Ineos. I know that will never happen. Forget that. But I'm just
I can
thinking,
never be a fan of Ineos.
I
I
know,
knew what
bro.
they
I
were
know.
doing from day
I
dot.
know. But if they're
I
here now,
told
yeah,
everybody, and
and
nobody wants to. Nobody wanted to believe me. Nobody wanted to believe me. But yeah, big up Sheikh Harian, Chief Editor, United Real Therapy. Big up to Sheikh Harian. After GCSEs, as we always say, no exam results will ever define you as a human being. Unfortunately, we missed that train. The biggest question is that I have is a lot to 1958. Why are they only mentioning the Glazers when Ineos are using the Glazers to do the damage to the football club? That's the question that I'm wondering. What's going on there? That's what I'm wondering, and nobody's meaning to answer me the question.
Bro, I think a
Um,
lot of the answers lie in the future. It's just the way it is. We can't rush it. Obviously, people can call it how they see it. You called it the first person I know that called the Glazers. Within a week, you had your gold and green. And then as soon as Ineos came, you said they're the sixth Glazer. You called that. There was people like me, bro, that are not wanting Ineos. I would have preferred somebody to buy the whole thing outright. But do you know, in my mind, what I thought? Not that I trust Ineos or thought they'd do
big up
anything, but
Saeed in the big up Saeed in the building. Big up
big,
Flawless in the building as well. Love.
big up, guys, big up, love. But I just thought that if we don't get these guys that are talking about bringing in the people that you've been talking about for years, sporting director, structure, those kind of people, we never bought them in, then all I'm going to be left with is the Glazers anyway. So I thought, you know what? It's getting sold one way or another. I'm going to roll with this. Maybe it might change with Brailsford and Dan Ashworth and Wilcox. So far, jury's out, I have to say. But the reason I thought, fuck it, I'm rolling with it is because what would I have had? What's my alternative? Just the Glazers, bro, and another Woodward. That's
Yeah,
killed
big
us.
up Flawless. Flawless was with me, to be fair. There are some United fans that knew about Ineos. Big up. I say a lot of the people, the majority of people in this channel, the majority of people I talk to, they were telling me I was being negative. Not majority here. Majority knew, but on Twitter, on Spaces, everywhere else, they were like, "Oh, is that negative, guys? Negative, negative." And I was telling everybody what needed to be done. So at the end of the day, we are where we are. He's coming out defending them. And most managers, remember Ollie defending them? What happened with Ollie? Jose first defended them. Then at the end, it became toxic. And now I see Amarim and his body language for the past 3-4 weeks. It's just demeanor is all changed, man. And there is a question. He could walk. He could walk. Honestly, he could walk. Maybe he wants the money. You know what I mean? That's why they don't walk. But or do they have the money even to sack him? Because for me, what the Manchester United had, the compatibility between the players that he has and the way he wanted to play football is totally different. But he's gone so negative. It's unbelievable. We're all going, striker should score, should score, should score. But how many players do we get in the box? How many players do we get in and around the box? How many players do we saw it against Fulham. We got exposed. Fulham were by far the better team. That they controlled the game. They were by far the better team. And we're
Everybody we
full.
play,
Yeah.
Nuruddin, is better than us. But this guy, right? I'll tell you a couple of things in my mind. No manager in his right mind should walk away without the money. Why? I'd state I'm taking it. You bought me here mid-season to play my football, and I don't have the players. I'm not walking. I'm not walking. It's you made the mistake. You told me end of the season you come and got me early. I want the job. Of course I want to manage Man United. You forced me to come. Yeah, okay, he takes some of the heat for coming, but maybe they're saying to him, listen, we know it ain't gonna work. He talked about we're gonna be in the shit for a while. We just need to get through it. Maybe there's a conversation there where they're saying, look, we know we need players. The summer is when you will get your players and we will have the clean slate. You're here now. Weed out the shit that you don't want. Let Wilcox and the boys see the deficiencies that you're talking about and work with them, and we will get you the players and we'll get rid of the ones that are a problem. We'll get rid of our golden boy Rashford. We'll get rid of Garnacho. Casemiro will go. We've got a few other players here and there that can be chopped. Malacia will go permanent. Lindelof can go. There's money there, bro. There's money in the side. We can raise 150 million. We're not going to buy a Harry Kane or an Osimhen. I don't think that's happening. We're going to spread that money around to get the right players that he can work with, who can integrate into the way that he wants to play. So if that conversation's had there, he's got to just lump it, work with what he's got, and we go back to the storm. We have to just wait until the summer. We have no choice. I can't expect Ruben Amorim to cut and burn the bridges with Ineos now. I can't do that. No manager in his right mind is going to do that. It's too early, one. And two, we have to see what the summer says. Jose didn't even do that, and he is the master of that. In the end, he drags them into disrepute because he's thinking, nah, I'll take the bullets when I should, but I'm not taking them when I shouldn't. You didn't back me. You backed the players. You gave me shit transfers in my season after we came second, chasing 100 points, Man City. You didn't put your hand in your pocket. We're not getting the players I want. And you couldn't sell players. You couldn't. That's the biggest problem we ever had for all the managers before. Can't sell players to raise money that I'm willing to let go. I know there's money there, but you can't sell them. But then you tell me I can't give you money if I don't sell the players. How am I meant to do my job? So that's how I assess this one. He has to just wait. We have to wait. If the summer's a pile of shit, that's the end of it. That is the end of it for me. Then you know what? You guys are a joke. It's a commercial venture. You're only interested in increasing the value of your commodity in order to sell it on or increase share prices, whatever. The football is still a major distant second, and that's not what we want. So I just feel that right now jury is out, bro. 100%, you're right. I agree with you on Ineos. The indecision and the poor performance and the type of things that they're doing, to me, I don't like it. But let me wait and see what this summer transfer market looks like, how they move. Let me just wait and see. And then it goes back to also, I keep getting asked about Amarim. I can't tell you much about Amarim now. I'm going to hang on. He could be an absolute dud, 100%. I said that the first week he was there to Sean. Said 6 months we could be saying this is another scrap heap guy. Might be. The system might not work in England. But what we all agree on, to some level, to some degree, is that he's in quite a difficult situation. There are major deficiencies in the team in terms of them being able to play this way. And some of the players are not good enough and they're not going to be able to cut the mustard, and we need some new ones. So it's always like this at Man United, unfortunately. Same with every manager and everything. It was the same with Ten Hag, where people said, listen, we believe he's not going to come good. Cut your losses, get rid now. Then there was guys like me and Jarvis, for example, that said, nah, hang on, let him get his injuries back. We're taking a stab in the dark. Eventually, the right decision would have been to not continue with him after the FA Cup, because for 17 games, he was terrible. He was awful. So it's the same again with Amarim. Would we sack him now? I mean, you could do, but then what?
Sack him for what?
No,
You're sack him for
I'm
what?
just saying exactly.
It's not
So
his
that's part,
fault.
it's not his fault. So this is
He's
part of
made
why I'm
mistakes,
saying
clearly. He's made
100.
severe, clear mistakes. But we know more about this football club, these players,
Bro,
and what he
like you
was
said,
coming into.
my man's learning on the job, right? He's not always learning the lessons. You could say some of the subs are crazy, some of the way he's deploying the team are crazy, some of the in-game management not good. Some people say play the youth. Some people don't like certain players. I think Ruben Amorim, man, is clamoring for solutions on a weekly basis, trying different things. And then you've got a lot of injuries, man. I've never seen the Man United, so the bench is a joke. It's pathetic, that bench. It's a joke, man, for bench. You're muted, bro.
I don't count Luke Shaw and Mason Mount. I don't. The only two players who got injured is Martinez and Ahmad. Sorry, Martinez and Ahmad. That's it. That's it. I don't count the other two. I'm sorry, miss me out with that, Bombay, because they don't play. They've not played. Let's so how you doing? You good? I hope everything's all well. Hopefully, let's so sorting himself out. You good? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm all good.
How are
I'm all
things?
good, man.
How
How's
are
everyone
things?
doing?
Is the conference finished? Conference done?
Yeah, no, it's a long one, unfortunately. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
No worries.
apparently,
Take it easy.
yeah,
No pressure, bro. No pressure.
yeah.
Okay. Big
Nah,
up to
but
you.
big up to big up to the panel. Big up to Bombaye.
Big up, brother.
Big up to Noradine. Big up to the chat. Big up to my brother over there.
Ben.
But guys, unfortunately,
Big up, bro.
unfortunately, it's what we feared, And I told you with these guys, I told you by January, if these guys do not do anything, they've showed me who they are, And believe me, when people someone shows you who they are, you should believe them. And with Ineos, the way they're running things, they're just here to make a quick buck. They're not here for the long haul. I mean, Ratcliffe is getting on with age, first and foremost. Secondly, he has his own fair share of problems outside of this football club with Ineos owing so much money all over the place. They've got lawsuits all over the place. It's just a shambles at this point. Man United was not even the first choice for Ineos, by the way. Let's not forget they went to Barcelona, they went to Chelsea. So they never really had a plan to begin with. If you think about it, when they only had a plan or somewhat started conjuring something when when they knew that they're probably going to get the club, a part of the shares. But other than that, we are virtually screwed. When I look at how Liverpool did today, and you look at other teams all around us, they just keep improving, and we keep sinking. There's so much to do for us going forward. It's not even funny. At this point, it looks like an impossible task all around. I mean, you look now, you bring in a manager. We don't back him in January. We expect him in the summer to do something. Probably in the summer we won't back him because we're gonna hide behind this PSR rules. We're gonna say, oh, because we didn't qualify for the Champions League, we're not gonna spend money. And we have Kobe Mino now rejecting 120k in weekly wages, saying he wants
That's what they're saying.
180.
Listen, that's what the club's putting out there, Lesso. That's what the clubs do
No,
to try to force a young player to sign a contract. But I actually want him gone. I don't want even being there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah,
I really don't want him
precisely.
being there.
I think the environment in itself, guys, it's not really. Everyone wants to get out. I think he wants out. I think him and mutually and the club are trying to get him a move out away from the club because it's just all bad all around. Like you don't know what the direction of this football club is. Is this manager gonna be here next season? We don't know that. But with the record that Ineos have, I wouldn't be surprised they sack this guy by the summer. These guys have went through so many managers. It's not even funny. Like they make the Glazers look like competent owners. You know, they were crying about this whole thing at Nice, how they went through so many managers in such a short space of time. I think there's a point in time when they sacked two managers in the same season. So I don't put it past them in any ways. And with everything that's happening in terms of the strikes and everything, and then the prices going up in terms of fans going to the games, they just don't know how to read the room. I mean, Ratcliffe now apparently is known as Jim the Reaper now. He's no longer Ratcliffe. They call him the Reaper because he's the way he's just sacking people. It's not even, it's not even funny. Like every mistake they make, guess who pays? It's the fans or it's the people who work at the football club. So, it's Man United is just not a good place at the moment, guys. But big up to everyone.
Yeah, big up to Ben. Ben, thank you for joining us. How you doing?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Free
To
Palestine, free Lebanon,
free
free
Palestine.
Ireland,
Fuck
free
Zionism, bro.
Manchester United. Yeah, fuck Zionism as well.
Oh, bro, that free Manchester United won't be around for another 10 years, mate, with this situation. But big up to the chat, big up to the panel, big up Bombay, big up Lesso, big up King. But I mean, I think we've just hit I mean, rock bottom is literally bad enough, but I think we're worse than rock bottom. Like honestly, like it's just fucking embarrassing, mate. I've just booked my flights there to go on Sunday there, and my friend that he I was then going to be going with, he was like, "Do you want to go into the stadium or not?" And I'm just sat here. I don't even know if I want to go into the stadium. I might actually just stay outside. Obviously, I'm going to be walking with the protests in the city centre. I believe it's starting at the protest, but so I don't even know if I'm going to go into the stadium at all. I think I might just stay outside with the protests and just not go in at all, bro, because they're just taking the fucking piss at this rate, mate. They're taking the fucking piss, and 1.2 billion in debt, 300 million to pay for transfers. Fucking rats in Old Trafford. 1-star food hygiene. Like, how bad can we be? How bad can we actually be? And at the end of the day, I've always said that you can't, any coach come into this club, whether it's Pep, Klopp, even Fergie, if Fergie came back into this bloody club, we still won't be anywhere near like City or Liverpool or Arsenal. You can't be a successful club unless you have a, if the culture's not right at all, it's just, and so far it's just disgusting, mate. We're not going to go anywhere at all until we get rid of the Glazers and Ineos. And I've said it from day one. I never wanted them, never liked Sir Jim at all. I've always wanted the Qataris. Sadly, that's not happened. We're just in a shit show. It's gonna keep going. I'm not confident tomorrow. I'd prefer to go out of the cups tomorrow, the Europa League, because I just, well, most importantly, hits the Glazers in the pockets, hits Ratcliffe in the pockets, and I just think this cup just needs a complete restart. That's it. I just think I'm just not nervous at all, man, and I feel so guilty for saying, that as a United fan, like I want United to be out of the cups tomorrow, like out of the Europa League, but this is just where we're at, and the United fans, in this day and age right now, we are guilty as well. Like there's a lot of fans that still back Ineos. There's a lot of fans that still back shit players. I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to mention names. But nah, it's just we're just in a complete shit show, bro. And we're just never going to get out of this mess until both of them go, like Glazers and Ineos. And I feel so sorry for Amram. Like he just looks. I seen a wee video there today on the training ground. He's not even training. Like watching them. He's literally on the other side of the pitch. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Why would I want to be around with a bag of shite? The squad is just completely shite. Why would I want to be around them? Like, I can see why he's over there. He's like saying, bro, why do I want to be here? Ineos didn't back me. Only brought me in a wee kid and Patrick Dorgu. They got rid of two attackers, never replaced with them. So why I wouldn't. I actually want them to walk. I want them to walk. Because not only that, it obviously impacts, obviously a lot of the United fans would probably be angry about it all, like, because a lot of fans actually wanted Cameron, but at the end of the day, it's still, the Glazers and the Ineos will then have to pay another pay it for Amram, so it's more money for them. So at the end of the day, I just want what's, just, with the Europa League, even the sponsorships too, like next year, like we're gonna get no Champions League. We're not gonna get any Europa League or Conference League. So at the end of the day, the sponsorship side of things, the commercial side of things of the club will be, we'll lose even more money. So at the end of the day, like it's shit situation we're in. So yes, but anyways, big up the chat, big up the panel, and look. Fingers crossed tomorrow, man. I'm not confident at all. They've got Zubimendi. They've got that Japanese winger in Yobo or Kobo. I don't know what you call him, but he's quality, so he is. I've watched him a lot and watched a lot of the Spanish league, so do. And obviously they've got Zubimendi and that Spanish striker up front. Chat, you might let me know what his name is, but I can't pronounce it really well. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, but. Now they've got a good decent squad, Real Sociedad, but let's see how we get on tomorrow. But big up everyone. Fuck Zionism, fuck Trump, and free Palestine.
Yeah, big up, Ben. Big up. I'm trying to load the video
Big
from
up, Ben.
58. I'm trying to load it, but it's not loading, unfortunately.
What's that? What you trying to load up? 58?
I'm trying to load the 1958 video, but last time I played it, it had I had to delete it because on the stream because it had a music,
Copyright.
and basically I got done for what's it called?
Copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement. But this time it's not loading. It's not loading on here. It's weird. It won't load.
We got guys raping and robbing the greatest club in England, and you're getting clipped for a few minutes of copyright infringement.
This is it. This is how it is.
What's happened to the world, man?
This is how it is.
Big up to Jimmy, by the way. His name is Kobo. Yeah, he's a really good footballer, so he is.
Yeah.
Very good. But are you going to the protest in Urden and Bombay?
Well, I'm in Ramadan at the minute, Ben.
Oh, yeah. Happy Ramadan again, fellas.
Thanks, man. So Sundays is kind of like family day.
Right.
everybody comes to the
I'm not in the
family home.
country, unfortunately. I'm
He's
not in the
getting as
country.
far away as possible.
he's doing a side and going over to LA.
No, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna go to Turkey. I'm gonna do a little travel vlog, so you'll see it.
Love Turkey.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm gonna go to Turkey.
give my regards to the Godfather, please.
Yeah, will do. But listen, I'm not getting my nose done. I'm not getting my teeth done or the hair. I accept I'm bald. I'm the king. I'm the chairman of the Bald Head Society. I'm the chairman, the CEO, and the co-founder. So I'm proud. I'm not having my hair done. I'm not getting teeth done or a nose job. No chance.
He's going to come back as Joey Essex.
There you have it, people. There you have it. There you have
tune.
it.
I like that tune, man. Hyped you up.
Big up to Tactical Devils for the editing. Big up to him. Appreciate that. Big up, love, light to Jarvis. I don't know if he's about tonight, but yeah, big up to Jarvis and Stu. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Was it clear? Was it clear, guys, or was it a bit?
No, it's good.
Good.
You can see it clearly, yeah. Yeah, this is what's going on with the football club. But for me, I think it needs to be more than protest. It needs to be civil disobedience. I think there needs to be sit-ins. There has to be walkouts. There has to be targeted things. And I'm not saying anything that breaks the law, by the way. Within the law.
Yeah.
I don't want police coming through here, mate. They already think I'm a terrorist. You know what I mean? I don't need them. I don't need them coming to my door, mate. I'm talking about peaceful protest. But civil disobedience is allowed. Civil disobedience is allowed. Last time I checked. Sittings are allowed. Walkouts are allowed.
Yep.
Big up. Jarvis is doing a stream now, yeah. Big up to Jarvis. Protests won't achieve anything. Cancel the games. Cancelling games will. Well, if you do civil disobedience, that's what cancelling games called. As long as you're not breaking the law. But yeah, big up to everybody. We want to keep it short because I haven't got that much time. I'm actually tired, man. Ramadan, honestly, Bombay, I don't know how Ramadan's treating you, but for me, bro, this is the first week's been really difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
Keep it up, man. It gets easier. Your body just
yeah,
gets
of course.
more
The first week is also always the first week in it. But it is
man.
what it is. But big up people. Let's go into it. Let's have a look at Real Sociedad. Let me get my notes ready. People. Let me get my notes ready. Football, we go fixtures, and then we'll give you the possible lineups. People. Possible lineups. So Manchester United are live at 5:40. If I'm not mistaken. 5:45. We're part of the 5:45 crew.
Oh.
Right, so let's get into it. Ruben Amorim's winning the Europa League can change everything for Manchester United, but his struggle inside travel to Real Sociedad on Tuesday's last 16 first leg tie game in the Real Arena. It's a beautiful, beautiful city, by the way. Beautiful place of the world, honestly. It's in the Basque country, Spain. Yeah, if you know the history of Spain, the Basque being, persecuted people up there. Beautiful. Saint Sebastian is a city. What an absolutely gorgeous place. What amazing food. What amazing fish. If you love fish and you're into wine and all that, I don't drink so, but people who are love that part of the world. But it's just a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous city. Gorgeous beach. Yeah. So he says here, the first thing is he insists it's not a critical thing for the future of the club. United by someone whose side 14th Republic said, that's my view. I'm here for 3 months and I think it's clear what I understand. It's a massive difference in our season, especially because we are out of the cups and it's bad position in the league. This could change a lot of things, even though we can see the coach. So I know it's a massive pressure, but I will say it again. Manchester United can call on all the best players, even without the Champions League in the future. I think winning the Europa League is not a critical thing for the future of this club. We have to change a lot of things, and we're trying to do that. I understand that winning the Europa League can change everything for us in the next season. Harry Maguire and Mago Alate will miss the match after both players were absent from training in Carrington Wednesday morning, did not travel to Spain. Speaking in the news conference Wednesday, Amorim said, there are small things that would, so we are being careful because this moment we cannot allow us to lose more players in a long time. Maguire was up to in 90 minutes. United exited the FA Cup against Fulham. Amorim is already without several key players. There, Amad Diallo, Kobe Mainu, Lisandro Martinez. The three striker Kobe 17 has not been registered for Europa League. However, left back Petru Dogu, who's currently serving a domestic suspension, is available, while midfielder Kobe Collier, who has missed 4 games with a muscle injury, has returned to training and flew with a squad to Spain. So that's one good thing, at least. Yeah, the game kicks off at 5:45, people. 5:45, 5:45. So that's where we're at, people. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe. I put it out to you, Therapy Army, tonight. I put it out to you. It's simple. You can tell me yes or no. It's absolutely simple. I put it out to you. So let me have a look at where the likes are. We can be able to tell with the likes. And it looks like a lot of people want Ineos in. I'm not going to lie to you. I've had, so 22% are Ineos in, 77 are Ineos out. Wow, that's crazy, even at this late stage. That's unbelievable. I am absolutely shocked. What do Ineos need to do for you to be Ineos out? Do they need to come and defecate on your food for you to be Ineos out? Is that what they need to do? They need to come around to your house in the morning. Is that what they want to do? I'm shocked at the likes of the video. Of the video. Should I be shocked that 78% think are Ineos out and only 22% are Ineos in? I said Ineos are out, smash the like. Ineos in, don't smash the like. So the 78% have said they've liked the video. They smashed the like. No, you haven't. A lot of you are lying. Big up to our brother. I hope he's well. I know he's working hard a lot, but it is what it is. Bootlickers everywhere, man. Listen, if everybody's a bootlicker and there's 5 of you here, I'll be happy with that. I'd rather be with 5 people who are not bootlickers than with these 300 or 400 people who are bootlickers. Anybody who has liked the video is a disgrace. All you bunch of Glazer Ineos lovers, stop slacking. Big up to Shekarian. Big up. 20% about to get banned. It is what it is. But big up. People are just trying to wind me up. But what are we thinking about tomorrow's game? Should we look a little bit about what the type of players that they have? You know what I mean? If you look at the head-to-head.
Those boys are 9th in La Liga. Got some decent players. You know, Spanish teams keep the ball well. They set up 4, Zubamendi in front of the 4. Then they have 4 midfielders, then a lone striker. tomorrow we might be without the ball, and this team will come forward. So I'm thinking, put Bruno in a 10, put Casemiro alongside Ugarte, put Dalot and Dogu in, and then your back three. We're looking at Euro, you're looking at De Ligt, and you're looking at Mazraoui. You want to put Xerxes up top with Garnacho on the 10, you could try that. Maybe bring Højlund on. Or you want to start Højlund, leave Garnacho out, which is, I can't see that happening. He'll probably, I hope not, but he might throw his pram out, dummy out. But that's generally what I see. Eriksen, some people said, I don't know, it might not be a game for Eric. Eric is a fabulous player. Fabulous player. When they're sitting in against us because they think we can't do nothing, which they're 90% of the time right. Eriksen's the only one that, along with Bruno, that might be able to unlock, and he always knows his next pass before he receives the ball. He's a beautiful player, but it's just the amount of work that we might have to get through tomorrow that is a little bit of a worry, even if he is in the 10. Because if you're in the 10, you're going to have to help us. You're going to have to help us in midfield. That's why I'm thinking Casemiro come in with Ugarte, help him. Bruno, Garnacho, Xerxes. Maybe that's your team, or maybe Xerxes, Bruno, and Højlund up top. Then bring Garnacho on. Garnacho impacts games pretty well, so I'd probably go with that. I'd go with Dalot right, Dogu left. That's what I'd do. Bro, I don't go into a single game thinking that we're going to do. I just don't know what to expect. Under Ten Hag, you went into games expected, but sometimes you did get a little surprise. Like, okay, not bad. But at the moment, man, I can't see it. With scumbagging games where, Ipswich was all right, but we need to improve, man. And this is a all right team. Yeah, Wendy's right, man. That's the key word that is synonymous with our team. They're just boring. Honestly,
Yeah, 100%.
It's boring, bro.
Listen, we're boring. We're more than boring. We're horrendous. We're horrendous. But yeah, in terms of style of play, they've been horrendous this season. By the way, people, I just want to show you let me get the La Liga table. La Liga table. Let me just show you the La Liga table, people. I want to show you guys. Present so that I can proper show you about. They're having a horrendous season. This is one of their worst seasons in a long time, to be fair. Real Sociedad. Is to share it with you. They're ninth. There they are. Ninth position. Ninth. So if you can see here, let me go back. Real Sociedad. Ninth. So they've played 26. They've won 10. They've drawn 4. They've lost 12. 23 goals for, 27 conceded. Minus 4 goals. 34 points. And they're 9th. They were 12. They won they were 12. They beat Real Madrid recently in the Cup. They got smashed last week by Barcelona, but they got a red card. And they got smashed 4-0. But yeah, this is where they're at. This is where they're at. And let's compare it to Manchester United. Let's compare that to Manchester United. Let me just share it again to compare the form of both football clubs.
Battle of the Titans, man. Let's see if we're going to come out on top of this one. So 34 points, minus 4 goals and 12 losses. Well, they're doing better than us.
Yeah, so 27.
Better goal difference, point better off.
Yeah, 27. We've played 27. We've won 9. We've
lost
drawn
the same
6.
amount of games.
Yeah, we've lost 12.
They've
34
got a goal
goals.
difference.
Yeah.
And they've got a point more. Have they played 27 games?
Let me have a look. They played.
Huh?
Yeah, they played 26. But let's go back to Manchester United. So here we are. We're here. So we've lost 12, 33 goals for, 39 against. We're -6. They're -4 goal difference, and we're -6. We're 14. That's where we are, people. This is this is what's competing tomorrow. So don't expect to be a brilliant football game.
6 point of this one.
Don't expect it to be a brilliant football game. Do not expect tomorrow to be. Jarvis, we're just going through. Big up to you, Jarvis. We played
Big
the
up.
video. Big up to you for the video. We played it.
Nice work.
Nice.
Tune.
Yeah, we've played a video. We'll play it again. We'll outro it at the end.
Well, we have to credit J United who actually helped me do this. So
Okay,
big up Jay.
Big up J United. So we're just looking at it in terms of them, the table where they are in their league, just to show they're in 9th position. They played 26. They won 10 games. They've drawn 4. They've lost 12.
Yep.
23 goals for, 27 against, -4 goal difference. While we have, we've played 27. We've won 9. We've drawn 6. We've lost 12. 33 goals for, 39 against, -6 goal difference.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is the battle of struggles a lot, struggling, the strugglers. But I promise you, any day I love Manchester, but I flipping love San Sebastian. The sunshine. I guarantee you all to visit San Sebastian. If you ever want to go in the summer. It's beautiful. Beautiful part of Spain. If you love fish, if you love little cozy little bars where you don't need to go out for meal, you just go to a cafe bar and you can get all the, the different fishes, all of the tortilla, that olives.
Norman, what's so special about Basque? Because I know there's different region. What's their like the main thing?
Well,
by
they've been
Basque?
persecuted and they actually wanted to separate. So what's important? Give you a little bit of context of the Basque. Their language, right, is one of the oldest in the world, and actually nobody knows where it comes from. Their language is one of the most curious languages in the world, and nobody really knows where it originates from. Most of the languages in the world, you can tell where it originates from. But with the Basque, you don't know. I went to Bilbao, and I visited San Sebastian, and I did a little football tour. I did a stadium tour. I went to the Real Sociedad, and I actually went 2019. Last time I was there, I watched Bilbao, Atletico Bilbao. So you got Bilbao, and then you got San Sebastian. They're next to each other. They're not that far from each other. Then you got Pampalomas as well, which is another city. So it's the whole region, and it borders on France. So they were persecuted a lot by the French, and they had a resistance called ETA. That's what's there. A lot of them, remember in the 80s and
ETA.
ETA. Lots of bombs were going off and stuff like that. So they had their own armed struggle and resistance against. They wanted to separate, but now things are all right. I went to the Guggenheim at Bilbao. Had amazing sushi. So I ate a massive plate of sushi, and I walked for ages.
Guggenheim, that's all the strange buildings, like the architect stuff.
Yeah, the Guggenheim are these galleries, cultural arts center, museums and galleries. Yeah, there's one in New York, there's one in Italy, I think, and there's one in Spain. The one in Spain is in Bilbao. So I went to watch Bilbao versus Getafe. Their new stadium, actually, Bilbao, they built it next to the old stadium, and they've turned the old stadium into apartments. So it was really interesting. 2019, before lockdown, it was the last trip before the lockdown that I had. Amazing time over
They have
there.
a nice stadium. It's like a velodrome.
It's beautiful there. Bilbao do. San Sebastian, their stadium's Real Arena is called. But it's a lovely part of the world. But yeah, the sunshine I would take. It rains a lot down there in that northern Spain. There's a lot of rain. In the springtime, it rains. Just like it's got similar rain weather to Manchester. But in the summer, the food, the sunshine is gorgeous. It's fucking gorgeous. I can't tell you lot enough. You have to go, people, to experience it.
But is it more French or more Spanish?
It's more Basque. They have their own culture, Jarvis. It's more Basque. It's more Spanish because obviously they're part of Spain, but they have their own.
If it's close to the border to Spain, to France, I would say.
To France.
Yeah.
called Wolf, Lobo in Spanish. If you want to learn anything about it, watch that film. Find that. It's called Lobo, the Wolf. Go and watch that film, The Wolf, if you can watch it. I think
Really good
Mumbai has
film.
seen that.
No,
Yeah,
really
seen
good.
that.
Lobo, Lobo, top film.
Lobo, yeah.
Lobo.
Yeah, Valencia is beautiful. Because Valencia is one of my favorite
Which is
parts
very
of
good.
Spain. Yeah, Valencia is beautiful.
That's-
But I really like San Sebastian. But in terms of tomorrow, so just to ask, I've done a little bit of research about how they play, the style of football that they play, what they're doing. Yeah, this season they've not been that great in terms of their football, but it's not. Yeah, it's not. They can't score goals. They're very good at keeping the ball, but when it comes to the last third, they're struggling. They're really struggling to get people off.
It's kind of Spanish. They keep possession for
They
possession's
keep
sake
possession,
almost.
yeah, but keep possession.
And it's like
yeah.
too much tiki-taka and no end product,
Yeah,
you can say. Yeah.
yeah. But they
Great.
used to be able to score goals before in the past. But at this moment in time, they're really struggling to score goals. And they're just keeping the ball safe.
Yeah.
So the press is the press is not being sustainable either. They lapse in the game. They're usually very good at pressing, but they lapse in games, so they take their foot off the gas. And once they start becoming lazy, then it's very difficult to get themselves going again. That's what I've been little scouting report I've been reading about them. Yeah. And at times they're doing a lot of mid-block. So they're not putting pressure on the ball up the pitch. They are doing too much tiki-taka.
Yeah.
So, and also the same thing that we struggle from, the lack of fluidity in the third. Obviously, that puts a lot of increasing pressure on defensive, because if you're not scoring goals, you're going to concede more. Obviously, Moreno is a big loss to them. He was one of their best players. He scored a lot of goals, actually, for them. He was one of their best ball carriers, Moreno. I know that seems mad. He looks mad in the way he is. But yeah, Perez Mendes is injured, and Mikhail Orzabidal, is also not there as well. So Real Sociedad still boast an
He's
impressive.
injured. The
Yeah,
striker.
he's injured. Yeah, he's injured.
Sabal. Yeah,
Abal's
he's
injured.
actually good. He's played there for his whole life. I think he
Oh,
scored more
yeah.
than 100 goals for the
Goals,
club. So
yeah.
so if he's injured, that's I would say good news for us, because he's
So
very-
Mendes. I mean, parts of the season he's been injured, so I don't know if he's still injured. But Mendes and Orzabidal, he's been injured. But Real Sociedad is still, like, in terms of the ball, 57% ball possession. Yeah, but that is still low, the standard of the league.
yeah.
Like, yeah, the passing accuracy is not good as what it used to be. Yeah, they're not great. They're
Yeah,
not
but they
on
have
this level.
Subamendi, so they are good on the ball. I
They're
saw
good
them
on the
play. I saw the full 90 against Leganes when they won the game 3-0. And you know, they are so good on the ball. They kept possession for like 5, 6, 7 minutes at a time. You know, they were like almost boring to watch. Like like, you know, Spanish football. And for me, I'm worried that we won't get a hold of the ball. You know, if they just
No, we're
keep.
not. No, we're not. I mean,
Yeah,
that's the
we were
biggest
next.
thing. I think Bombay talked about that before as well. We're not. There's going to be long periods where we're not going to see the ball, but it's what we do when we get the ball. Nura, I found out where the language originated from. Where? Come on, Jamie, tell us. I think they're guessing. So here's what he said. It originates from the dwellers of the caves of Alta Maria Alcan or Las Cos. Well,
La
I think they're guessing, mate.
That's probably French.
I think they're guessing. But I don't know what their squad is for this game. So let me just go back and have a look to see what if their squad is for this game. Do we know any team news for them? Let me just go on here 1 second. I'll find out and see what the team news is, what the possible teams are tomorrow. Let me have a look.
Yeah. Are you using FootMob?
What's that? No, I'm looking. Trying to have possible lineups. So just bear with me.
I got
So
it
anyone
right
want
here.
to give us
if
their
you want
take
already.
on what's going to go down tomorrow?
Yeah, we're gonna get bombed, mate. We're not gonna see
Yeah.
the ball. We're not gonna see the ball. The only time if they stop their press, then we might struggle.
So this is the team's lineups for tomorrow. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah.
What's their players? Let's have a look at
So
their
they
players.
have the goalkeeper Ramiro, they have Munoz on the left back, Aguerd. This guy is the one who played for West Ham. Morocco
yeah.
and West Ham. He's on loan from West Ham. Is really good. Subeldia, the very experienced centre back, he's been playing for them his whole life. He must have had at least 500 to 1,000 games in the league, I would say. Maybe 500. Aramburu, I don't know him.
I know him.
Yeah. Okay. So Subimendi, the guy we all know from the Spanish team in the Euros. Barentexia, I think he's a hardworking guy who runs up and down, on the left wing all the time. Good carrying the ball. Mendes and Susic, both of them are good. Especially Mendes, I think he's the best player, more creative. Susic is a guy who's on loan from one of the German clubs, the Red Bull guy.
Red Bull teams, yeah.
Yeah, so one of the Red Bull team. But the guy to look out for is this guy.
Cooper.
Yeah, Takefusa Kubo is.
He scored the goal when they beat us. Remember, he scored that goal when they beat us at Old Trafford 1-0. Remember when Martinez, they said it was a handball and he scored the penalty? Was it him?
No. He
didn't score. He troubled us. He really troubled us. I went to watch that game live at Old Trafford. This was 2 years ago. Remember, we met them. Was it last year, the year before? We met them.
I think he's been on loan for Mallorca, Getafe, Villarreal, because he came from Tokyo, and Real Madrid has been the owner of him. He's been on loan for all of these clubs, so I think he's played for them since maybe 2022.
Yeah, he was honestly. He played. I watched him, Jarvis. Yeah. I saw him. He's very tricky, very, very tricky.
Yes.
Very tricky, very good. And I think he was the one that took the shot. He took the shot, and then Martinez tried to block it. And also by that, he's the one who played for Spain. He played as a striker sometimes for Spain in the Euros. But both of them are fit. On the thing I was reading, it said that both of them were injury doubts, but both of them are fit.
No David Silva, eh?
No, David Silva is on the bench, mate.
That Kobo guy's quality, so he is very good player. We need to watch it.
And let me show you this, Nordin. I just did a show on my channel. This is Takefusa Kubo. This season he scored 5 goals in La Liga and 2 goals in Europa League, so 7 goals in total. But his output is not all of it. But when it comes to his stats, if you look at his FB refs progressive carries, 99% compared to all the top 5 leagues in Europe. Successful take-ons, 99%. Touches, 99%. Carries, 99%.
How old is he?
He's 22, I believe. No, 23.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's a top player, this guy, and he's the one to look out for. And
he's the one that troubled us at Old Trafford. I'm not gonna lie. I watched him. He troubled.
And he has an engine. He will run up and down constantly.
Like Japanese players. That's what Japanese players do. Korean Japanese players. They can run, mate. Run all day. 3rd lungs, 3 lungs. And Manchester United, we got this shite to look forward to. Eric said, Casemiro, we're gonna get ripped tomorrow. I swear to God.
Is that the team?
Yeah. That's the possible lineup. Yeah.
Okay, not 100% possible lineup. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I just want to say, Nordin, when it comes to the striker, they have a young guy called Icelandic striker. His name is Ori Oskarsson. He came from FCK, the Danish club FCK, Copenhagen. and he's quite good. I think he scored 6 or 7 goals in Europa League this season. So he's if he plays, he's the one to look out for. He's young. He's 20 years old.
And obviously, they played Midtjylland, if I'm not mistaken, and they beat them. They played in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they've just come from the playoffs. Midtjylland, they beat Midtjylland.
There's another really good Scandinavian striker. You should Højlund is called, really good.
Højlund is
top of the range, that
Icelandic.
kid. I think sign him up. I think we should sign him up. I don't know about you lot, but we should sign him up.
So I don't know if you want to go through Manchester United's team or
no.
we just talk about it.
I mean, actually, I definitely wouldn't start with that lineup, bro.
Come on, man. Time is precious, man.
I'd start Obi tomorrow. Oh no, he can't be started because
No,
he wasn't selected. That's right. Oh man.
No Obi, no Ugarte, no Maguire. Collier is back from injury, so he's in the squad.
I wouldn't start him though. I wouldn't start.
Why don't we get people's takes? So I've given you my team.
Yeah.
What you starting, boys? Lesso's been quiet for a while. Lasito. Oh, you must be praying for tomorrow. It'll be all right. Let's say your team.
Yeah, you know,
Let's
I
hope.
stood at this football club at the moment.
Thank God he's all right. He's still there. Hit us with your team, man.
This is another possible to show you a little bit. It's interesting because I got different possible teams, but this is another one that I found. I couldn't find it. I saved it before, but here where it is. So yeah, Munoz, Ogard. I think it's the same team. I think it's the same thing. Ambaruya, Kopi, Martinez, Susic, Barantaxia, Osabadell. Manchester United, Fernandes and instead of they got Fernandes, Casemiro here, Garnacho, Zirkzee, Højlund. Dogu will be back. Msraoui. No Diego Dalot on this team. Even they got sick of Diego Dalot. But Diego Dalot won't be playing. Tomorrow I would play because they don't play with they're not gonna play physical football. So I would take Delit out tomorrow and I would play, me personally, Msraoui in there. And then play Euro on the right, and
you have to
play Evan. Listen, and then let me finish. I'll play Evan as the left centre back. So you got
Evan's
Euro
left?
on left. Yeah, so you got Msraoui in the middle, Euro here, and Heaven here. That's what I would play tomorrow, me personally. That's what I would play because then you haven't got. And I would keep Lindelof as an option to play in midfield because no Ugarte. Collier is only coming back from 4 weeks muscle injury. So I wouldn't risk him tomorrow. So I'll play Lindelof here next to Casemiro. And then I will play Eriksen here as a number 10.
Yeah.
And take Højlund out, play Zirkzee to go front. That's what I will do. Me personally.
What an irony! You have a young boy called Heaven finds himself in the pit of hell at Man United.
Yeah.
Is he even in the squad? Like, you know, because remember they announced the Europa League squad.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's just like. Let me just check. Let me show you who traveled. Let me show you who traveled. So this is the traveling Manchester United squad. Let me stop sharing.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
There we go. Manchester United. Onana. Dermot Me. Ellie Harrison, Harry Amos, Diego Dalot, Matthias de Ligt, Patrick Dogu, Aiden Heaven, Victor Lindelof, Lenny Euro, Casemiro, Toby Collier, Christian Eriksen, Bruno Fernandes, Andrea Garnacho, Rasmus Højlund, Joe Brzezinski. Yeah.
I like that three centre backs Nerden said. I'd go with I'd take Højlund out. I'll put Zirkzee up front. I'll go with Garnacho and Eriksen in the 10s. I'll probably put Bruno and Casemiro in the 2 midfielders, and then because like I said, you know, we're going to their place, like, so we want, you know, we need to silence the crowd. You know, we're usually good at that though. Like, although like we've been so dreadful, but we've been usually good at away games, like in silence and the actual like home crowd itself. So I feel like it's so important from the get-go. We actually need to keep the ball, keep the possession, even though I highly doubt that we're going to do it. But I think with Ericsson in the squad, you're going to get that. And I think Dorgu on the left wing back, and then I'll go with probably I don't even know, man, because I don't want to start that low, but we've just got no options.
It's hard, Ben. It's too
hard,
much
man.
choice, man.
Yeah.
Too much choice, too much quality players to pick from.
Yeah, funny.
I'm more concerned about our goalkeeper, because Bayern they're still injured.
Oh dear. You know, I looked at the Europa League fixtures today earlier, and I was reasonably optimistic earlier in the season, and now I'm thinking, I don't know, man. Fenerbahce could do us, Lazio could do us, Roma could do us, Ajax could do us. A few teams there could turn us over. Chelsea could turn us over. Not looking too good. This.
So let's set up the team. So Onana will start for sure. Options for right wide centre back. That's Masraoui. We could play De Ligt. We could play Lindelof.
For me, I will play Euro on that side there on the right hand side. Martinez in the Masraoui in the middle, and De Ligt. De Ligt looked really like he was injured. He couldn't walk against Fulham, so I would rest him, and I'll play Masraoui in the middle.
Ooh, Masraoui in the middle, Dino.
Masraoui in the middle, yeah. Because I would expect him to bring the ball out when we win it, and he'll be a bit more aggressive. And then I will play Heaven there, so Heaven will play there. That's my team.
Heaven. Okay, so that's the back three. So when it comes to midfield, Casemiro, Ericsson, or
no, Ericsson as a number 10. Bruno up there as well as a number 10. I will play Lindelof. Lindelof, I will play.
Lindelof in the pivot.
In the pivot, yeah.
Okay.
I have to think outside the box, people. That's what I'm doing. I'll play Ericsson up there, and then Bruno Muzerski. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Bruno probably be left.
Yeah.
Ericsson on the right, and Xerxes on top. So Dalot and Dorgu. So this is Nora's team.
Trying to sabotage what's already a disaster, Eddie. No,
I'm not trying to sabotage. I'm playing 3 centre backs because we need to be aggressive, and they've got what? Jarvis, please, can you tell the watching public what the 3 centre halves have in common?
Yeah, they're good on the ball.
What else are they have in common?
They concede every week. No,
they've got a bit of pace about them. That you can. They've got pace. They've got pace. They're young. They have energy. They're young and have energy, right? They've got a bit of pace about them. But you can swap Masraoui for Euro, so you can put Euro in the middle. You can do that, right? Just for them, so that they can calm down. Swap Masraoui and Euro. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Yeah, I can go with this. I agree with this.
Yeah, so you can do that. No problem. I won't play Diego Dalot, but then we haven't got anybody else. I'll play Amos. I'll play Amos on that side.
Amos, yeah.
Amos,
okay.
That's what I'll play because I'm not having. If it's my dream, it's my teammate. I'm having Amos. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm having. That's what I'm having.
It's a decent team. This.
I'm having runners. So Dogu can run. Amos can run. Lindelof is decent, right? And the other thing, which is really important, is that the 3 centre halves are all mobile. So I'm not having any immobility in my 3rd centre half. We need to, when we get hold of the ball, for them to break lines. I need those 3 at the back to be able to break lines and squeeze the play. Squeeze the play high up the pitch. Squeeze the play high, because Euro is really good at the recoveries. He's very good at turning back and recovering.
I see someone in the chat are mentioning Lindelof and Ericsson will be a massive weak point.
Yeah, you could say that, but at the end of the day, listen, everybody else is a weak point. Everybody's been a weak point this season.
But what if you do like this? What if you play Collier instead?
The only thing that Jarvis, he's been out for 4 weeks with muscle injury. Do you want to bring him back into a game where we're going to be chasing a lot of the ball? Where we're not going to have possession of the ball?
Yeah, but the thing is, if you are fit enough to be in the squad, you should be fit enough to start.
But you want to ease him in. You know, you have to ease him in. Listen. If it was just okay, if it was an impact injury, Jarvis, I would start him. He's had a muscular injury, so he pulled something. So then you're gonna ask him to run for a team that's gonna keep the ball away from us. You bring him on maybe the last 15. You know, you can get that bit of fitness into his lungs. But no, I won't start him. I will start Lindelof. I'm not gonna lie to you. Lindelof can do a decent job in there. He's played in midfield before, and he played midfield in Benfica for Benfica before.
Yeah, and Amorim, he knows how we played in midfield, so
I won't play Diego Dalot, I won't play Diego Dalot, and I won't play him. Are you kidding me? The most lackadaisical is Mr. Sleepyhead. The absolute sleepyhead. Cease. No chance. He will get absolutely buried because you don't even know where he is on the football pitch. He gets lost outside. You know, the outside when you're playing out on the right or the left, that's where you get the most space. He gets lost there. You put him in traffic. Oh my God.
But I have a suggestion. Instead of, let's say, Collier can't play, and I won't play Lindelof because I don't like Lindelof. I think he's not good on the ball. He looks very shaky.
But he can run around and he can block and maybe get physical challenges in without being a liability at the back, Jarvis. That's why I'm putting him there.
Wouldn't it be better just to play Masraoui as the central midfielder and put Lindelof in defense?
Oh, God. But I don't want him in defense, Jarvis. He's a liability.
Oh, man.
And he will make us defend deeper.
Oh, man, look. Your defense is...
That's why I'm throwing him midfield. The reason why I'm Masraoui, Euro, and Heaven is that they can squeeze, Jarvis.
Yeah,
he won't be able to squeeze. You
know
know
what
is...
What
Lindelof going to do? Lindelof's going to play people on side, yes or no?
Bro, Eriksen ain't going to be able to squeeze an orange, man. Squeeze what? Unless they're going to drop off.
When we win the ball, we give the ball to him, and I promise you, he'll find a pass better than Bruno will.
Yeah,
he'll find a pass. 100%.
Eriksen needs to play. Eriksen needs to play the 10, 100%.
Nah, this ain't the game for him, man.
But the thing is, Bombay, we need to silence the.
No, aerially.
They're going to be lost for words when they say how bad you are. You don't have to silence anybody.
True, but you know, he's only over. I mean, you're gonna start that bag of shit, Hoyland.
But Noradin, I see a big weakness in this team because we are away against Real Sociedad. We will probably end up playing in a back five like this. We will be pushed down the pitch, and one of the midfielders will drop down and play in between here. So, is Bruno going to be the counter-attacking outlet? Or is Xerxes? Because none of them has pace. So how are we going to do anything on the counter?
What I'm saying to you. But this is what I'm saying to you. Our counter-attacks have to be amazing. That's why you've got two fit guys. I'm relying on Doku and Amas to go on the outsides.
Okay, so it's these two guys you want.
They have to sprint. Yeah, and then Jarvis Lindelof can go back into the back four.
So we will defend more like this, are you saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. Yes.
All right.
That's what I'm going for, Jarvis.
The dropping, the false nine dropping down.
Amos and Dogu are the guys who, because they've got the legs and the lungs to get up and down. That's why.
But when you put it this way, it doesn't look too bad.
I'm telling you, this is why I don't want these. I need these teams to stay. Bruno. That's why tomorrow I'm saying the best way to beat this team is to counter-attack football, mid-block. So take us back, Jarvis. Take us a bit further back even. This should be the game for Bruno. No. Keep Amos and that up. Right? Keep them up. Take Bruno, Xerxes, and that back a bit. And Eriksen back a bit, yeah?
Okay.
So, this is what we're going to do. But instead, this is what we're going to do. So I don't want deep. So get Xerxes behind, get him dropped a bit more low. And I want them just to bring up Masraoui and that. So I'm going for a more mid-block than low block. That's what I'm going for. So that's what I'm saying to you. Squeeze that area of the pitch. They're not going to be able to play through us. They're just going to have to go around. That's what I'm saying to keep.
They overload because they put their fullbacks central.
Yes,
they invert.
Yeah. And that's why I'm willing to exploit. So when Bruno wins the ball there, Eriksen wins it. the passes on to Amos and Dogu, and those guys have got to go. Soon as the ball, anybody gets that ball, get running.
There was a time when we would be look at how much shit we're putting into this dog end ninth in La Liga team. There was a time when we just put Alex on. It don't matter. We're clipping these. Look at this game now. It's like mind-boggling. We got to do this. It's just shit, man. They're ninth in La Liga. They got nobody really in reality. But that's how bad we are. Wow,
we
a
are.
disaster, bro.
We are that bad. That's the truth.
We're shit. I just watched Paris Saint-Germain taught Liverpool a new one, and Liverpool just fluked it. Honestly, Enrique look how long has Enrique built the team in no time. He's got Neves. He's got one of my favorite midfielders in world football,
Vitinho.
And then he's got these young attackers. But I actually think it was wrong for him to take off Kvaratskhelia. I thought the attack died. Yeah. He should have kept on. I thought he made the bad substitutions. That cost him. That cost him the game. Bad substitutions. I would have kept that young, the dready one, and Kvaratskhelia on the football pitch. Dembele wasn't having a good night. I would have took him off.
Alisson was the man of the match. 100%. He was.
No, they're not registered. The young players are not registered. They're not registered. They didn't register them. We've only taken 18 squad players to Spain. 18.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming for you. Hey, what's going on here? Barry.
Come on, admins.
What's going on, Barry?
Moderators.
No, Barry. No, we want to know what's going on, Barry.
No. It's stepping over the line,
What's going on, Barry? Where's the insults coming from? You get a bit of time out, pal.
Yeah.
It's a little time. It's a yellow card. Get a yellow card. Yellow card there, Barry.
Big up, Barry.
You know what?
Big up, Barry.
Listen, Manchester United will drive you to the drink. Listen, Manchester United will drive you to the drink. You might be having a glass or two.
Oh dear.
You take it out on Bombaye and Ben.
Barry, take it out on me, man. Don't do anything drastic, lad. Come on, Baz.
Just mention Bruno de Bombaye, Barry. Come on.
No, Barry, don't. That's a low blow. That's a red card. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Someone is suggesting Onana in the 9.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Please stop.
Flipping. I'll get it anywhere but the goal. Anywhere but the goal.
Oh, dear.
Onana in the 9.
Yeah,
It's
anywhere
funny.
but the goal. Honestly, anywhere but
What
the goal.
what are you thinking scorelines?
I think we're gonna get beat 2-1 comfortably. But I don't know where we're scoring from. A set piece, maybe a free kick, something like that. I don't see where the goals are gonna come from.
Yeah.
Do you know, take Garnacho out the team. I don't know, man. I really just don't know.
But that's why. Listen, that's why I'm having Garnacho off the bench.
Yeah, impact.
But what he
good.
did
Yeah,
in the
sure.
game the other night, he don't deserve to play, mate. For that, he needs to be punished for the decision making. How many times did he get into good positions against Fulham and didn't pick a pass? The amount of times Cheeto made the run or made the angle for him to get the ball, and then he's doing some bullshit. No decision making, mate. So that's why I'm bringing Garnacho on to stretch the game later. Or if you keep it tight, stretch the game, bring the guy on the counter.
Nuruddin, they set traps all
100%.
the time.
Similar like Areola at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
They set the traps and then
He's a
boom,
bust.
transition on you. But they can't put the ball at the back of the net, Jarvis.
But the trap is fairly easy. When they play out, the fullback gets the ball. When he gets the ball, the winger drops down and drags the wing back with him, and then the central midfielder runs into the space behind that the wing back leaves. So it's an easy trap, but we will go for it. I'm 100% sure we will fall for the trap over and over again.
Yeah,
especially if Garnacho starts, because he will just chase. He will chase all the time.
Yeah, Shaqiri. It's more. It's not. It's. I wouldn't say it's still slightly prejudiced because you're playing into racial overtones. But I'll tell you for nothing. Most black footballers throughout the world, nobody wants to be black African countries or black people. Nobody wants to be a goalkeeper. Everybody wants to be a midfielder, winger, or striker, right?
Yep.
But there are good black goalkeepers. There's Mike Mannion at AC Milan. There was
Dida was good.
Dida AC Milan was amazing. They have been throughout the years some incredible black goalkeepers. The French guy who became French #1 before L'Oreal was a
Bernard
brilliant
Lima.
goalkeeper. Yeah. So at the end of the day, there are good goalkeepers, but he's just not. Majority of the fan base got gassed. And on this channel with Jarvis, Bumbaye, and Lesso and everybody, I said we're buying a guy of one game in a Champions League. And the way Inter Milan are coached to play out.
Yeah.
I didn't want him personally.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody wanted him. I told you he was a mistake. And it was the clearest mistake. It was the easiest call I've ever made. Because the way Inter play in Serie A, they kept the ball possession-wise. They're more attacking team, more sorted team. He wasn't facing the shots that he faced at Inter Milan. And the Inter Milan Italian league's totally different. I told you it's a fraud watch. I see McTominay rolling the ball with his like that, doing the skill where his foot like that, rolling the ball and megging people.
Yeah.
That league to me is fraud watch. I'm sorry. I'm not.
But you have the master tactician as manager in Inzaghi.
Yes.
You know, in Inter they drop down with their midfielders. Their midfielders are false centre backs. They drop down when they play out, and their centre backs moves
halfway
up.
line.
So they have
Onana
ball
was
players
punching the ball.
in defense when they play up. So it's easy for Onana to, let's say, find Barella. It's
you know
so
the
easy.
average. You know the average place of where Onana was given the ball, playing it out, halfway line.
Yeah.
Center circle. That's the average positions where he was punching the ball into. So at the end of the day, I knew it wasn't going to work. And they said to me, Jarvis, Ben, Bumbaye, and Lesso. But even Pep said he's unbelievable. Pep said Sanchez was unbelievable. $500,000 we paid him, and we're in effing debt. Pep said Maguire is one of the best talents in England. Absolute shambles. But Pep said...
Thing with Onana, considering how high a line that we want to play and what Amorim's trying to do, he's not a good sweeper keeper.
He's not.
Terrible, bro.
So yeah, he's awful. So that's a real problem, I think. He's indecisive. Sometimes I think, where is he? He should have come out and sorted that out. So that's a major issue. You have to have a good sweeper keeper, man, that can sense danger. Because people will get in behind when you push high and lose the ball. And they go long over the top. So, yeah, major problems. But listen, I have to jump off.
Big up to you, Bumbaye.
Yes, Bumbaye.
Gentlemen, thanks for having me.
Pray
And
for Manchester United, please. Honey.
that's what I'm going to do now, so I'm jumping off.
Score prediction before you leave.
2-0 to Sociedad, he's going to say me.
Bruno hat-trick tomorrow for Bumbaye.
Tell you, this guy's a mind reader. Talented and mind reader. What can I say? There you have it. Do you know what, man? I'm gonna go back to the old school days. We're gonna win.
Ooh.
We're gonna win 2-1.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Yeah, big up Craig Thomas Miller. He says, big up, guys. I've got a feeling about the game. We always struggle against Spanish clubs. If we lose heavily on the weekend, Amorim sacked. Bumbaye, answer that before you go. Big up to Craig Miller, by the way. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Craig, it's and then, you know what? That opinion is as valid as any right now, because this is awful. If you don't think Amorim is the guy and you don't envisage anything good coming from him, and you're saying cut our losses, I have to accept that, and I do accept that. I see it different, only because I'm the type of guy that I like to always really, really put a nail in the coffin. Like with Ten Hag, people said rightly, it turned out to be get rid after the FA Cup final. I said no. I want him to get his players back. I want a few more players. I think he can do good. I was wrong. With Amorim, because of everything that it is, I want to see the summer. I want to see what Ineos do, what we get pre-season, and then he will get a run of games. And if it's shite, then there you go. You can tell me I told you so, but I'm going to just hang fire a little bit until then, bro. And with that, I'm going to wish everybody a great evening.
Yes, big up, bro.
Big up, Bumbaye. Big up, love.
Take care, brothers. Big up.
Yeah, it's a struggle. Big up, Susie. Susie says this. the other black keepers were all the keepers were all after. The other black keepers were all after. It looks slim and athletic. Unana is physique. Oh, is he okay? Other leagues slower in the Prem. He will be bad. He's too slow. Dives not agile. Yeah. Big up to Susie88. Appreciate you. I hope you were good. Yeah, people. This is where we're at. What do I think of the game? I think it might be 2-0 or 1-0 to loss. And that question from Craig. I don't think they're going to sack him. I think Amarim's talking and walking like a guy who's secure, but he's under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for him. He's under a lot of stress. Lot of stress. Yeah, I don't want any signings from Serie A. The only signing I want from Serie A is the AC Milan midfield player.
Ryan Dares. Ryan Dares.
You just signed a new contract, so that's
he's brilliant, bro.
table.
He's the perfect fit as well for the system too. Perfect.
I don't need. Is another.
He's another Nana.
I'll take Barella any day.
Yeah, Barella as well.
Barella, yeah.
Amarim's not getting sacked because we have no money to pay another manager. They only finished paying Oli about 6 months ago. Remember that, people. Manchester United, I think I've paid out in the last 12 years. I think it's about over 60-something million to managers. Everybody comes and eats here. Yeah, DiMarco, brilliant footballer.
Oh, brilliant.
So yesterday this was out. I saved it just for you, Noradin.
Thanks for breaking my heart, Jarvis. Thank you for. It's like you stabbed me and then you've gone in a couple of more inches and you've gone. Made you finish me off. Just to finish me off. Yeah. I saw it, Jarvis. I saw it on my timeline yesterday and I totally ignored it. Just that means we have to pay a bit more.
Yeah.
That's all it needs. Another 10 million, Ben. Just another 10 million on it. You know what I mean? That's all we have to do in another world. Guys, I want us to get relegated.
Same.
That's what I want.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Nordin, I have a question for you because yesterday it came out. There was an interview apparently with one of the physios in Man United's team. And currently that was not working anymore. And he talked about Luke Shaw. And he said one of the biggest reasons Luke Shaw always got injured was because he always came late. He always came late into training, and he even came late into physiotherapy with the club, recovery sessions. And he bought all the physical teams like a huge bottle of champagne to each of them just to cover up. He was always late. And one of the physios said that the biggest reason why he was injured was because he was skipping warm-up all the time. He never warmed up properly. So his body was never ready. That's why he was always injured.
Yeah, Jarvis.
Did you hear that?
Things. Yeah, I heard that. People were sending it to me. And I'm just like, Jarvis, he doesn't play for us. Do you ever see me talk about him anymore, Jarvis? I don't talk about him anymore. And I don't talk about Mason Mount. Honestly, it's a waste of space to talk about him, Jarvis. It's a waste
for me,
of
it pisses me off. How unprofessional can you be?
Every coach, Jarvis, if you know the history of Luke Shaw, every coach called him out. Every single coach called him out.
Mourinho.
Oli did, Mourinho did, Van Gaal did. Everybody called him out.
Yeah. It is what it is. But it doesn't surprise me if that's true. And I can't see why a former physio would go out and lie about something like that. He has nothing to benefit. It's not like he's a journalist or... Yeah. I mean, the future of Manchester United, I just want to quickly, 5 minutes, talk about it. That they're saying they've planned to be out of Europa and they're planning to buy more younger players and to make Manchester United mid-table for the next decade. Are you accepting that, Ben?
Well, for me, I've always I've always wanted out of all the European competitions. As I said to you before, I think it affects the Glazers and Ineos' pockets. So that actually, to me, as a fan, makes me really happy. Obviously, because it's more money for them to pay out, than obviously for us. Even though we're still spending 60, 70 quid on tickets, which is a disgrace. But look, I'm happy enough. At the end of the day, I want this to be even. I want this storm to even be worse, as if it is bad right now. But Yeah, no. I just wanted us to be relegated. I think we just need a complete restart. I don't think we're going to get anywhere. You know, we're not going to improve. Even if we sack Amarim and say a miracle happens, we sign Pep, or I'm just saying out of the blue. But we're just even when we get if we get Pep in, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere at all with these Glazers and Ineos. We're just not going anywhere at all as a football club. And at the end of the day, you can't be successful football club if the culture is completely disgusting. And Man United is just rock bottom. Rock bottom with employees getting sacked, cafeterias just it's just soup and bread and fruits. Like
fruits and
it's
soup.
just embarrassing. With Old Trafford literally getting there's leaks, there's rats, there's 1-star food hygienes. It's just fucking rock bottom. And you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready. Bring on the championship. Bring on the championship. And I think we deserve to be there. And I'm all for it. And that's the only way when like we're gonna get a reset. And even if Amber goes and say someone else comes in and say they do well, say if they get like 7th or 6th next season or 8th, we're still not going to be anywhere near the top 4 or top 3 or top 2 or win the league. We're not. Unless you get the two owners gone, that's when I'll have a lot of confidence. Like, because then we'll have a complete reset, and then we'll just restart. You know, get the new director of football. Like even what do you call him? The CEO. What do you call him? Omar Barada. Like he's now talking like a banker now. The way
He's a
he's
money
like,
man.
he's a money man. It's
We all knew
embarrassing.
it.
And people were getting fucking giddy on like, oh, he did this at City, he did that. He was only a COO. He wasn't a chief executive.
Head of commercials and
Yeah.
finances for
Facts.
the City Group.
And then Jason
He's not
Wilcox,
a
like, what's he
footballing
doing?
man. No.
I've barely seen him now. Is he way back to Southampton again, watching them getting relegated now? Like it's and then and then they've obviously appointed that new director of football now. Like it's just the whole club's a fucking shambles, mate. But not like I said, man. Like I'm just so fucking ready for this championship, and I want this. And I know a lot of United fans says, "Oh no, what are you talking about? We need standards. Just you're lowering our standards and stuff." Bro, we don't have any fucking standards. Yes, we're Man United, we're the biggest club in the world, but no, we've no fucking standards as a football club. We're run fucking terribly. How can you be the one of the best football clubs in the world and you're just run like absolute garbage? How? You can't. If you're sacking 400 employees, you can't. Fucking embarrassing, man. Like, just get them gone, man. And I'm so ready for Sunday, bro. I'm fucking so ready for Sunday, bro. Because I'm probably gonna lose my fucking voice on Sunday when I fucking go to this protest. I'm fucking ready for it, bro. You're on mute, Norden.
I'm gutted. I'm not gonna be there. I'm gutted.
Yeah. I'll send you a few videos, bro.
Yeah, big up. Windy says, big up, and when I'm saying it on behalf of everybody, to all our Christian brothers and sisters out there in the world, those who are starting their Lent journey for the next 40 days, all the best. And Ramadan Kareem to all the people fasting for the first week anyway. Well done for everybody. Almost completing the first week of fasting. All the Muslims out there.
Yeah, happy
big
Ash
up to all the
Wednesday,
atheists. Yeah, big up all the atheists as well. Everybody's welcome here. Relegation is the only pathway back for United. Complete reset needed. Otherwise, we're in the wilderness for the next decade. Yep. Alan Mack, 100% agreed. But yeah, Jarvis, go ahead in terms of what you think of the club, where we're going. No, I'll ask Lesso. Sorry, Lesso, you there?
Yeah.
I'll ask you and then I'll go to Jarvis last. Yeah, where do you think the club is in terms of mid-team, mediocre? They're going to try to buy young players. We're getting linked to more younger players because they're going to be cheaper to buy and cheaper wages to be able to give them. And in world football, you're going to need high-quality players. You need to set a style of play, stabilize the football club. Then you bring in the quality to make the spine, and then you bring in the added extra for you to build. Look at what Paris Saint-Germain have done. And look at what he's getting out of them. If it was football-wise, if it was a boxing match, they would have threw in the towel after the first half an hour in today's game. But football is a football. Liverpool scam. It was the biggest armed robbery that I've seen in a Champions League game in a long, long time. But if I am the Enrique, even if he got knocked out, I'm going to be proud of the players because I'm saying you've done everything you've done. You've come up against a goalkeeper who was just on fire. who gave a world-class performance. But Manchester United, next decade, mid-table mediocre?
No, I'm not gonna do that, honestly. I'm going, take me on loan, man.
Please speak a bit louder. Speak a bit louder. Come close to the mic.
Honestly, can you hear me?
No, speak up.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but speak a bit louder. Project a little bit.
A bit quiet, so it is Lasso.
Okay. I don't know if this is the audio. I don't know what's happening. But as I was saying, yeah, I'm going on loan, man. If this is the approach, I'm going on a hiatus for 11 years or something, man. I mean, I'll watch from afar, but honestly, being super engaged for whatever's happening in the football club, I think I would lose interest. Because for mental health's sake, guys, I mean, if this club is not what it wants to be, where it's supposed to go, then, you know, there is absolutely no point. You know, I'll support them from afar, yes, because I always love this football club, but I'll just be disinterested altogether. You know, I'll have to find a new hobby. Maybe start playing golf or something, you know. That I think that may be something I may need to start doing. Or maybe just going back to playing football myself. You know, apparently in the in the UAE, they want footballers. So I'm thinking of training and just going to play the game myself. Why not? You know, especially, you know, when you look at how these players don't even run. They don't run these days. They don't do anything. So you might as well give yourself a chance. Eh? So yeah, no, I'm done with. To be honest, you know, there's no point in us screaming. We need to get these owners out. That's the only way I said it last time. If we do not get them out, we're done for, honestly. So these protests need to be executed perfectly. You know,
but I think more than that needs to be done. I think sit-ins done, walkouts need to take place.
Yep.
Sponsors being really hit hard. Those of you globally, yeah, have a look at people posting about what you can do with the sponsors. Snapdragon, Adidas, what you can do with them. You can go and pretend to buy stuff from them, and then before you purchase, say bye-bye. There's loads of different things you could do. Jarvis, go ahead. The club is finished for me personally, and I think fans have to. That's why I want a relegation, really. What Ineos are doing. Ineos, the title was that Ineos are running it like a factory. You know, like a factory floor shop. You think you can sack half of them and get maybe one person to do 3 people's jobs and work people to death. Football business is not normal business. And Ineos are treating Manchester United like normal business. And everybody, the Glazers and them, are relying on the real estate and the government building in and around so they can lease out the land that at the back of Manchester United where the car parks and everything are to build apartments and stuff like that. That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up the Irish. Mateo says, big up Jarvis and the rest of the panel. Big up the Irish, man. Free
Big
Palestine, free Lebanon. Go ahead, Jarvis. You're the last word of the show.
I did a stream with Mick and Andy Tate earlier today on Mick's channel, MUFC Realist TV, and we had Steve on from the 1958s. It was quite a good show, and we talked a lot about the protest and how the 58s see things going forward, and he gave a lot of interesting questions. But my total impression is that they are struggling to get people on board. People are not doing their part. You know, you can have let's say a group like the 58s and they can do things, but it's almost like the fan base are passive now. They're pacified, and there's no fight left. So it worries me a little bit. But I hope the protest on Sunday will be a lot of people show up and actually do something. You know, it's really important that people who are in the Manchester area do this job, and global fans who are big up fast who are actually visiting Manchester do their part and participate in the protests.
That's why I call them the bootlickers. People who've got apathy, and because the economy is so bad here, the crackdown by the police in this country, and we don't live in a free country anymore, Jarvis. People can't really protest without being cracked down on, without being squeezed. So people are feeling apathy, and 20 years of fighting, people are just sick and tired because what you have to understand is that we've got a lot of middle class. When we started winning in the 90s, Jarvis, a lot of the fans became super middle class people because football became fashionable for the middle classes. Game that belong to the working classes. And a lot of the middle classes are bootlickers. They enjoy the status quo, Jarvis. They don't want to change everything. They would tell me when I ask them, you know what they tell me? Football comes around in circles. Our time will be soon.
Yeah, but they don't realize the problem we're in. When Ineos took over, it meant that the Glazers are here to stay for at least 20 years. And that's a sad state to be in when you know the owners and how they treat our club. They are ultra aggressive capitalists that came in, took over the club on loaned money and put the debt into our club. And they have ruined our club. And people need to realize this. And it's worth fighting for. And if you enjoy Man United, if you like the team, if you love the club, it's time to protest. And talking about people, police cracking down on people protesting, what's that? Don't we have the freedom to protest, freedom of speech? They like us saying our things on YouTube and other social media because then they can just push us back. They control the speech. Yeah. But when you do a protest, they can't control it that way. So it's very important people show up and do a thing.
In some ways they can, but they kettle people. I've been going on solidarity marches for Palestine, and the stuff that they've been doing to us have been disgusting and disturbing. But I'm saying to Manchester United fans, please be united. Everybody should come together. We can go back to hating each other, being toxic, but we have to realize the Glazers ripped the heart of the football club. Ineos are stripping the soul. That's what's happening.
Yeah, well said.
Glazers took the heart and now the soul. And when you take the heart and the soul, what's left? A dead carcass.
Yeah, it's like that we are riding the dead horse, and we are discussing how to buy a new saddle to the horse, or what kind of food we should give it. But the horse is dead, and that's the
police
problem.
In this country. The police in this country, Jarvis, are here to protect the elites and capital and businesses, and that's what it is. So they're protecting who the people that they are in bed with, like they're
ultra aggressive capitalists.
Yeah. That's what they're protecting, Jarvis. That's what the police world over do. They protect. And there are too many bootlickers within the fan base. Look, I've just asked, even amongst us, Jarvis, I've asked the question, look, poll, I've done the poll here. Look, 21% are Ineos in, 79 are out. Yeah, it's a high, almost 80%. But still, that just tells you that's what we're fighting against, even on here. Even the most anti-Glazer, anti-Ineos channel on YouTube. We called it out from the beginning. We all, as a community, we did it.
But we shouldn't give up. We shouldn't give up. And there's a saying, the revolution will not be televised. So we are strong as people. People can actually make a difference. And we need to go protest these, as I call them, ultra-aggressive capitalists. They are putting their hands into our pockets and stealing our money and our club and what we enjoy. And why should we accept that? Yeah. No, we shouldn't. So we should protest.
Yeah. Big up to Mr. Bean. At least he admits it. He says, I'm a bootlicker. I hope the boots you're licking are clean. Mr. Bean. Police don't protect people. Of course they don't. They don't. Police are part of the ruling elites and the capitalist class. That's what they are. We're never winning anything with Dave Bicycle Braceful at the club. Dodgy Dave, mate. Dodgy Dave.
And the thing is, as well,
this is it. Yeah, but go ahead, Ben. At the end of the day, people.
Oh, go on, sorry.
Yeah, go
ahead. No, like I said, I was just gonna say as well, like, I mean, we all thought as well, if we brought in a proper coach, we'd actually, be a lot better, in terms of like, the players will improve. Players were willing to learn, because all we said, like, under Ten Hag was, he's not a coach. He's just basically a freestyle football, like just like Ollie and all that stuff. And now we've brought, because everyone was getting so giddy about Amarim, because I didn't want him, and everyone was like saying, "Oh, he is like the next up and coming coach." And then look where he's at. He's trying to coach these players, and look what's happened. Players can't be coached, and I do to some certain extent. Some of these players, like very few, can be coached 100%. Like your Menus, Ahmads, Heaven, Obi Martin, all these youngsters. I'd probably even say, to a certain extent, I can't believe I'm saying it, probably Garnacho and maybe Xerxes too, but the rest of them can just piss off. Like, they cannot be coached because they're more worried about their egos. And I've always said it from the very beginning. Yes, I was one of those late Ten Hag outs ever since the Spurs game. I was Ten Hag out, but I kept saying, to a lot of people that, look, he's out of his depth, and he has been. It's the system's completely fucked. But do not be surprised or shocked that if we get a new coach in, like a proper coach like Amarim, and these players are still going to feel, even more, and we're seeing this. We're seeing it. These players can't be coached. And I know a lot of people say anyone can be coached in the world. Anyone can learn anything in the world in school. But no, there are people in this world that do not want to, like, if it's in school, they don't want to learn, don't want to revise, don't want to do anything. It's the exact same with sport, with football. They don't want to be, they just would rather worry about their socials, their Instagram followers, all that shit. That's all they care about. It's all PR. And that's what Man United's become now, PR.
We've been for 12 years. We've been, even with Fergie, we were Branchester United. Branchester. And they brainwashed the people. And I don't blame 95% people believing in Ineos. What they call it, Jarvis, first class structure and all this, the best in class and all of this bullshit.
Yeah,
I told you to not fall for that.
Top man.
Yeah, we in this community, we didn't fall for any of that shit. We knew it.
Yep, 100%.
We knew it. We understood because we looked at what they did at Nice.
Yep.
And their success in sport. What's their success in sport? The only success they've ever had as a team of the league is Nice. Now, after 7 or 8 years, Nice are where? They're third, I think. Last time I looked. Let me have a look at the table.
Even in
Nice
sports,
are third. Yeah, Nice are third. They are 46 and PSG are on 62. So they're not challenging for no league.
No, 100%.
When Noradin, this I saved this tweet. It's from right before Ineos took over the club, and the Nice fans saying, if Radcliffe gets his greedy hands on your club, I feel sorry for you. He's no different than the Glazers. This is from Nice guys. People, and we didn't have our eyes open, and a lot of people celebrated because they didn't want Qatar and a state-owned club. I see that point, but what we got now is much, much worse.
Worse, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing as well because see the PR as well team. Like, I bet Amarim as well is getting very, very annoyed with these one-on-one interviews. Like, you know what's embarrassing? He's probably had more interviews than wins.
Yeah.
That's the embarrassing part.
That is. Pick up Jamie. Jamie, you don't have to tell me about GMP, Greater Manchester Police. They're the scum of the earth, mate. Absolutely. Some of the most corrupt bastards I've ever come across. They're racist, homophobic, sexist, rapists, mate. That's what they are. That's what they are. They have more charges of sexual assault charges than any of the police force in the country. Go and look up the stats. So you don't have to convince me about GMP, mate. Fuck GMP. Fuck the fucking police.
Yeah.
Yeah. All over the world, by the way. Don't like police. Fuck prisons. I don't believe in prisons either. Abolition and liberation, people.
Jarvis, I just sent you a DM on Twitter there. Tim Hard has just came out and done an interview, and he talked about the Glazer ownership. If you want to share it.
Okay.
I haven't
Tim
seen
Howard.
it now. Yeah, Tim Hard. I've not
Well,
seen
we
it.
can't
now.
share it. It's Sky Sports, I think. So we will get flagged.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I've not seen it anyways, but a lot of people are.
Yeah, well,
I see a logo up in the corner. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Can't edit that logo.
Yeah, you
it
have
is
to
what it
edit
is.
it first.
It's all good. All good.
What is he saying? Send it to me. I just want to have a look at it. Send it to me, Ben.
Yes, I'll send it to you now. 2 seconds.
But yeah, Manchester United are F. But people protesting, it's not going to get rid of the Glazers. We've been protesting for over 20 years. We need civil disobedience. We need sit-ins. We need walkouts. We need people hitting the sponsors. We need all attack, all fronts within the law. So I don't want GMP busting down my door, people. You know how they move.
Facts.
Tim Howard. Well,
Tim Howard,
ex-player of
American.
Manchester.
Yeah.
American, yeah.
But he was quite a good goalkeeper, Tim
He
Howard.
was.
He was one of the most underrated goalkeepers we had. I think he
Everton
was
as
good.
well. He did really well at Everton, so he did really, really well.
Although he wasn't like Schmeichel or Van der Sar, but he was good.
Good. It was good.
It's back in the days. But yeah, I suspect the interview is, the headline is Tim Howard being incredibly out of touch about the Glazers' ownership. It's grim. So I would like to see that interview. And guys, I can put the link in the chat for you guys if you wanna check it out. So there's the link for you to see for yourself.
But calling out them like the Glazers is just not going to fix anything. You know, as Nerdin's spot on though, it's just, you know, the walk-ins, the walkouts. You know, that's how you're going to really, you know, legally wise, you know. But there are there's other people that want to do, you know, illegal stuff out in the world. You know, that's just not on.
But it's interesting now when we did the interview with Steve from the 1958s earlier today, and he talked about this ex-players, people who are involved with the club, was super difficult. He couldn't get any one of them to say anything negative about the Glazers. They wouldn't even hold up a picture or something. Anything related to Glazer out movement was a no-go. So I don't know what hold these owners have, if it's contracts or if it's just payouts or bribes or whatever, but no one want to talk negative. No ex-players, no one ex-staff, nothing. And they really tried. They reached out to a lot of people around the world, ex-players, but no one will do anything. The only thing they have is like David Beckham holding up that green and gold scarf.
Yep.
When he was an AC Milan player.
Well, the biggest letdown was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was part of the fan group that were against the Glazers to begin with. He actually donated some money to those, and then he became their biggest defender because he was getting paid.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. But guys, I can talk about this all day and night, but we're not, because I need to go and get some food and go to bed.
Yeah.
Love and light, people. Appreciate you all. Please smash a like. Please smash the like. Keep smashing the like. The poll stands as we speak. Wow, 23% Ineos in, 77 Ineos out. So overwhelmingly, 3/4 of you, Therapy Army, are Ineos out. But we have got bootlickers amongst us. And that's what's going on. The fact that I said, what for you to be Ineos out, what do they have to do? Do they have to come to your house in the morning when you had your breakfast ready? Do they have to come and defecate on it? Is that what they have to do? Shit on your breakfast for you to put the Ineos out? I just don't understand. But it is what it is. Yeah, I just want to get Jarvis. Make sure you check out Tactical Devils, people. Tactical Devils.
I just did a 40 minutes before I came here. I just did a 40-minute breakdown of Real Sociedad, the tactical breakdown. So if you guys want to check it out, please do Tactical Devils. Yeah. People,
go to the channel. Let me just grab it for you guys. Copy. Let's get Jarvis and Stu and a tactical. Join the Tactical Devils, people. Tactical Devils. There it is. There it is, people. Please go there right now and go on. Subscribe to that channel.
5 subs away from 600. So
there you go. Doing fantastic.
If you haven't subscribed, please.
Listen, can we do it? Can we do it while we're live? Can we do it? Let's go, people, please. Let's get to 600. Come on. Let's have a little
four
cheer.
left.
4 left. Let's go 3. Come on, 3,
people.
2, 1. Come on, people. Come on. I beg you, go on. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. I beg you, go ahead, people. Let me have a look.
Yeah, still 4 left. Tactical Devils. Just search Tactical Devils.
Love. There it is. It's there. Sorry, let me put it up again. There it is. There's the link there. There is the link. 4 left. 4 left still. Let's go.
If we can go to
4
600,
left.
yeah, that will be great.
Let's get to 600. Come on, people. Let's do it. We're going to stay live till we get to 600.
Yeah, that would be super nice.
Yeah. Big up, Jim the Rat Juice. I'm coming to shit on your breakfast. Burgers. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, people. That's it. Tactical Devils. Please, when you leave here, just subscribe. It's four subscribers away from 600. Let's see if we can do it whilst we're still live. It takes
and
4.
If you can't find the channel, press my name in the chat.
Oh,
Tactical
3.
Devils.
We're 3 now. 3 subscribers.
Very nice. Very nice.
Let's go. Come on. 3 subscribers. Let's do
Who
it.
will be the 600?
Who's going to be the 600? Let's do it. We don't. If the last 3, we'll read the names out. The last 3, Jarvis.
Cool.
That's your thing to rain them out. So who's going to be 98, 99?
If you're the 600th, Jarvis will take you to Carrington and have their new vegetable soup and fruit.
Fruits and soup.
With Sir Jim and Dodgy Dave.
On me.
on him, yeah.
Yeah. Radcliffe won't pay for it, so
I won't pay for it. Yeah,
pay for it. Yeah.
He'll be on Jarvis, and he go to Northern Norway. Hey, we're 2 away. We're 2 away. Let's go, people. Let's go.
Oh,
Put your name in the chat if you subscribed, so I know.
Yeah. Oh, look what time he comes. Oh my God. What time do you call this?
I do apologize for that. Nordin, sorry. I just had a few little things. So I'm good, thank you. I hope everyone else is good on the panel as well.
Listen, we'll have you back hopefully tomorrow after the
match. Definitely. After tomorrow's game against Sociedad. So I do apologize for pulling in late. But
it's all good. It's all right. Live. Sometimes it's live. 2 subscribers away, people. Tactical Devils. Let's go.
Yeah.
How are you? What are you thinking about tomorrow? People. What have you been thinking about Manchester United season so far? Quickly, in 2 minutes.
Disconnected.
Ineos in?
Ineos in? No, I wouldn't say I'm Ineos in. I'm not really on that wavelength. I think for me, I will take some accountability. There was some points where some parts of their propaganda did get me a little bit, but
you're not the only one. You're not the only one.
When they're pulling up, because I've always been an advocate for for the stadium, for the redevelopment for the stadium, for the redevelopment of the Trafford area around Salford Quays and etc. So when they're bringing out,
one second, clap everybody. Well done.
Fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Well done. 600 subscribers.
Soul Search subbed. Thank you, Soul Search. And MD subbed. Thank you, MD. You're a great guy. And who was the last one? Yeah. And Big Rems. Big Rems comes in and say, done. I think I'm the 600. Thank you, Big Rems. Thank you.
There you go. Big up. We're 400 away from 1,000. He deserves it, the channel. Big up. DA, go ahead. Quickly. Tomorrow.
Yeah, just like I said, I'm just feeling discontent with every major decision they've kind of made. It's always kind of give me question marks. I think with me, it's always been a situation, like especially with United, I need more solutions than problems, and it's always come back to the fact of like who are making these major decisions. So right now, I think what we're seeing is just an accumulation of just all the bad decisions that we're making, and it's even more. It's funnier now because obviously now people are not really talking about the Glazers as much. It's now more on Ineos. And in terms of what the Glazers have done, they pulled an absolute masterclass in terms of bringing a complete, how would I say, another, how would you say, a shield almost. They've literally pulled out the Captain America shield, they've brought it out, and they've just, they've pulled an absolute masterclass in the sense. So Ineos are taking over.
I called it in the spaces. You were there when I said they're just like the Glazers, and I said, look at what they did at Nice.
So yeah, I mean, the evidence was there. Some people wanted to completely ignore the evidence, but it is what it is now. Now we're suffering from it. With quickly on Amorim, I just think it's one of those situations where right now he just doesn't look like he wants to be here. I mean, I'm looking at
swimming against the tide. Man, struggling against the tide, bro.
I mean, the times where I've been at the stadium, and even the times I'm seeing on the TV, when he's just looking up in the sky and he just wants the ground to swallow him up. I'm just like, the enthusiasm. It's there. I can see it. The enthusiasm that way he had when he came through at the start of the season to now, you can see he's dejected. Like, I don't know, like, and whether people want to look at those body language of his, too deeply, not, because again, I'm not a body language expert, but it's also the things that he's coming out and saying. So I'm looking at those, and he's coming out and things, and saying that we're not ready, situations where I feel like he's over explaining stuff on certain situations. I mean, when you're talking about Anthony in so much in depth, for me, I don't feel like you really need to do that. I feel like there's bigger priorities. I mean, we're losing games. We can't score goals. We can't defend. Can't control games. I think there's, do you know what I mean? I feel like it's those things of where we're trying to pretend like there isn't
bigger
a big
issues
elephant
than
in the
the
room.
guy who's not here.
I feel like we're trying to pretend like there's not a big elephant in the room when there's a big elephant in the room. So I don't know. It's a bit of a techie one, and we've got Real Sociedad, which notoriously, obviously in previous results, we've beaten these guys, but that's where I feel like we had a bit of a better team. I mean, look at the players we have. I'm not trying to discredit the team, because I think at the moment the team are trying, but it comes from the manager. It's like what you always say. And I think I've heard Musa say it. All road leads to the dugout. So
yeah,
for me,
but all roads lead to the. All roads also lead upstairs to the
100%.
people who didn't help him in January.
No,
they
100%.
didn't help him. They bought a coach. They put him in this position. They started him missing. They said now or never. They got rid of Rashford. They got rid of Rashford, and they got rid of Anthony. And then they got rid of Malacia as well, and they're keeping these players. And then they didn't bring they bought a young Dogu in, and now they want us to believe Heaven was a signing as well. He's a young player, mate.
I don't class him as a signer. I class him as an academy.
But that's what I'm saying to you. Youth player.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not getting bamboozled by that.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what's happened, bro. They're
no, 100%. But I also think though, then he's not done himself favors as well.
No, he hasn't. Listen, he's taking it out on them. They threw him under the bus. He's throwing the players under the bus. And his team selections are baffling.
But that's what I'm saying. It's for me.
Diego Dalot.
For me, when he's coming out and talking about at the start of this, obviously when he made that comment, well, for me, I felt like it was a tongue-in-cheek type comment. I don't know about you guys about saying about it was the worst Manchester United squad, and obviously press conference after he apologized and said something about him being 40 and being naive. So when you're saying that, obviously the board kind of fucked him over in that sense, excuse my language, and then in the sense, obviously he's now taking it out on the players. Is that wise in the current setup when we're trying to win games? Like we're crawling. I feel like right now we're trying to cross the finish line, and everyone's got like the Premier League right now is a bit of a weird one because Liverpool didn't have to do that much to really win the league. I think the quality has massively decreased. You can see it, like even between the points between like the top 4 and the 10th place team, it's pretty close as opposed to the previous seasons where it's kind of been a little bit different and a little bit more dominant for other teams. But for me, you're trying to crawl right now, and I just think it's not wise trying to take that on the players when in the current setup everyone's got bazookas in some ways, MP40s and all these type of explicit type of weapons, and we're coming in with a paper sword. Like we're not really trying to do much. Like right now in this current setup, you try to take it out on the players when we're trying to really get wins. It's just again, it's like that comment that you said earlier, this press conference, he is naive. I mean, that is a very naive approach of trying to do things in the current setup when right now you can't.
DA, we called it on this channel. We said we know more about Manchester United, the players, and the current state of the club. The guy has been bought into a place. He thought Manchester United has been a big name and they might get a bit of payout. He bought, and that's what he's come into. So he needed to learn, but the people there are throwing him under the bus. Nobody else comes out. Remember, other than that gym, that time where he thought, you want a photo when the fans are telling him, listen, you're 66, you're taking the pee, right? After that, he's not done any interviews with anybody also. Before that, he couldn't shut the guy up. When things was thinking that we're going, well, he couldn't. And now they're throwing him under the bus. But anyway, score tomorrow, quickly. We're getting
1-1.
beat, bro.
I think it'll be a 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it'll be a
Bring them
low
back to Old
scoring game.
Trafford. Bring them back to Old Trafford, that fortress Old Trafford.
Just a question: Do the away
That's
goals
what we're
count?
doing.
Do the away
No.
goals count? No. Okay.
No.
Say that again, mate.
But
Sorry.
anyway, listen, DA, you jump on tomorrow. We've been live over 2 hours. I'm Ramadan
Yeah,
and all
definitely.
that. So I need to go and take care. But big up to you. Hopefully, jump on tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, definitely, guys. It was nice to meet you all.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely
people,
jump
you
on.
you,
to
bro.
follow
Big up.
DA. There you go. Devil's Advocate DA on Twitter. Jarvis Cockaboli 77 YouTube channel Tactical Devils. Ben on here, Twitter at Elmore 39. Make sure you follow the people. On me, on the bottom is the structure. But it is what it is, people. We're here. Manchester United struggle a lot. It is an absolute, like he said, we are on the floor. The club is on the floor. The club's are on his knees. But we're going to outro you with the video. So big up to everybody. Love and light. And we'll be live tomorrow, hopefully, for the match reaction. I might do just an easy one. And then I'm going to be away from Friday till Tuesday. So I'll try to make a couple of interesting videos. Maybe make a video, me watching the game in the Sunday especially. I'll be watching it in Turkey. I'll be there in Turkey. And no, I'm proud and bold. I'm not getting my hair done. I've got nice teeth already. I'm proud of my nose.
Yeah, enjoy
I'm
yourself.
not getting hair transplant, nose job, or teeth. I'm just going there for holiday.
You're coming back with a full set of hair.
Ten Hag again.
Listen, like Conte, eh? So I'll bring back one of the Turkish wigs. One of those wigs. One of those wigs. But anyway, people, we'll leave you to it. So yeah, please make sure you follow everybody. Tactical Devils with the 400 and what? There's 399 short of 1,000 YouTube. Elmore, make sure you follow him on Twitter. Gamer, if you're a gamer, follow. Ben, Devils Advocate. Make sure he's always in the spaces. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. He's Old Trafford. He's watching it in the space. He'll be on YouTube. He'll be on this channel, hopefully. And yeah, big up to him as well. But yeah, we'll leave you with this. And please make sure you spread the word about what's going on with the football club. There you go, people. Big up.
And I shall be there.
Love.
Yes.
Yeah, big up, people. Ben will be there flying in from Ireland. People flying in from different parts of the world to be at the protest. So love and light, people. Free Palestine. Fuck the GCSE. Free Lebanon. Free Ireland. Free Manchester United. Free the Manchester 10. Fuck their effing police. Yeah. Free Congo. Free Sudan. Free Ogaden. Free Tigray. Free Haiti. Free everywhere where people are oppressed because of their religion, or their orientation, their gender. and anything else. We always stand against imperialism, always stand with the oppressed, and we always stand against colonizers. And fuck Zionist bastards, fuck Donald Trump, and fuck the Zionist entity. Peace, love, light, Glazers out, Ineos out. Take care.
Good night, everyone.
Peace.